Welcome to the Pastor's Chronicles. I am Scott Hinton, your host, and today's Chronicle is going to be about the legendary singer, pop singer, Michael Jackson. Now, first of all, I want you to understand that Pastor's Chronicles is not about attacking celebrities. It's not about attacking people's character. It's all about revealing hidden truths, revealing agendas that's taking place in our world. Now, basically what we're about to find out is about Michael Jackson. Who was Michael Jackson? Who killed Michael Jackson? And it's very important that we all understand that, because we will truly understand what's about to take place in our time. Resources tell us that he was the king of pop. He was a singer and a songwriter. He transformed the face of pop, the pop music culture. He released the best-selling album in history like Thriller in 1982. Also, he performed as the head singer with the Jackson 5. He left the group and became the most international famous award-winning solo pop sensation even up to this day. But something happened with Jackson. He died an unexpected death in 2009. But who really was Michael Jackson? The media painted Michael Jackson out to be an angel. But around his death, they painted him to be some evil man that was a drug addict. And they say he killed himself. But then MJ really killed himself. I want to show you that Michael was in a deep organization which he claimed was bigger than himself. Matter of fact, he said it was bigger than the government. There was an audio release after his death of MJ claiming he were going to be killed, which they are saying is a hoax. But was it? Mike tried to tell us something, but got cut down in the process. He revealed too much. Now, Michael Jackson did good things. I want to add that Mike did many wonderful things for people all over the world. But early in Michael's life, he made a decision that would cost his life later on. Although he tried to free himself. But when you make a blood oath with the secret society, it's your life or someone else's life that is close to you who will pay the price or pay the cost. Although the Lord paid the ultimate price for humanity, but when you get caught up with the secret societies and make a blood oath with the enemy, you will become a blood sacrifice. Let's look at this video.
Do you think it's murder?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I said it in the beginning and I believe it to this day. Absolutely. Absolutely. You must remember, Michael told me repeatedly that they were going to kill him, that he was going to die. And he would say that. And when I heard my mother scream, "He's dead," immediately I said, "Who did it?" I didn't say what for, what of, what happened, who did it? Because he repeatedly said that. And he not only told me, he told my mother as well,
yeah.
and she mentions it quite often too.
And who did it?
There's quite a few involved. The doctor that you're looking at, the doctor that you see there, was the fall guy. That's what he was. He was the fall guy.
And so there are people in the background?
There are people in the
pulling
background.
strings?
Yes, absolutely.
Matter of fact, he said it was bigger than the government. There was an audio release after his death of MJ claiming he were going to be killed, which they are saying is a hoax. But was it? Mike tried to tell us something, but got cut down in the process. Mike tried to tell us something, but got cut down in the process. To tell us something, but got cut down in the process.
This was all planned. It was part of a conspiracy, part of the American government, the FBI, to do an investigation for 17 years on Michael Jackson. And for what? They found nothing. And they tried and tried and tried to bring him down, to diminish his popularity. He was so powerful and success. They saw all these FBI files and they said they found nothing. So now they release him while he's dead because they want him out of the way. He became so successful. His kindness became a threat.
Why?
He wasn't interested
Why
in
he was a
politics,
threat?
because that's the way it is in this world. He's not interested in politics. He's not interested in anything but helping people. That's it. They really thought he was going to jail, but see, the good that he's done all over the world, and the message in the music and the type of person that he was and he still will always be is what freed him. Because they tried, but they...
When Michael and I used to sit down and watch television, and we used to see the children in Africa, flies around their mouth. Remember that? They were just dying. And he'd sit there with tears streaming down his face. He said, "Mother, one day I'm going to do something about that." My son would never hurt a child. He loved children too much.
Ever since I was born, Daddy has been the best father you could ever imagine. And I just wanted to say I love him so much.
Michael Jackson? Now that we know about this power that he was with, which is so rooted and deep in his nation, and we will later learn about this deepness or this Satanism, it helps us to understand why they were after Mike to destroy him. I want to add this, what the Bible said in Jeremiah 16 and 17. God is all-seeing and all-knowing. The devil used God's system only to give it to ambitious men who sold their soul to him for riches and power. The Bible said, "For my eyes are upon all their ways. They are not hid from my face. Neither is there iniquity hid from my eyes." Mark 4 and 22. "For there is nothing hid which should not be manifest, neither was anything kept secret, but that it should come abroad." And that's Mark 4 and 22. Matthew said this in 10 and 26. "So do not be afraid of them, for there is nothing concealed that will not be disclosed, or hidden that will not be made known." So God is going to reveal to us what happened to this brother. What caused his death? Let's look at some other clips so we can put our feet on the road of understanding. What caused his demise?
Exactly right. I think you're in a liquidation phase. I think Kirsten had it exactly right. I think there's a bunch of wrong-footed moves by Hank Paulson and the Illuminati of the country, if you will. The Illuminati of the country, if you will. The Illuminati of the country, if you will. The Illuminati of the country, if you will.
Policy speech on his current European tour. The Democratic presidential hopeful laid out his vision for America's place in a new world order, saying, What do you
think about him delaying everything, dragging his feet?
What kind of sentence should he receive, Latoya?
Death penalty, that's what he should be on the fire range.
They murdered my brother, and they know who they are. It's not just Dr. Murray, I promise you that. It's more people involved, and they know exactly who they are, and I'm going to let you guys know exactly what's happening and what's going on.
The Illuminati run the mass media in the governments in the United States and Great Britain. Most of the high-ranking people in the world are members of the Illuminati bloodlines. Members of the Illuminati bloodline have been running the United States government since the days of our founding fathers. The Illuminati only grants access to the top government positions to members of the 13 bloodlines in order to guarantee that they always retain executive power in the United States and in Great Britain.
A heartbeat away from the presidency is actually a blood relation. He's President Bush's 9th cousin once removed. Cheney's cousin Barack Obama is also Bush's 11th cousin. President Lincoln was President Bush's 7th cousin 5 times removed. And Bush shared more than just a ballot with John Kerry. That's right, they're 9th cousins twice removed. Trace the family tree far enough and you get Madonna, Celine Dion, and Tom Hanks.
Christine, you've heard the adage politics makes strange bedfellows. Apparently politics also makes for strange relations. Thanks to the New England Historic Genealogical Society, we now know the presidential candidates are related to a host of famous and historic figures.
In this primary campaign.
I opposed this war in 2002.
But do you know their relatives? Obama is distantly related to 6 presidents: George W. and George H.W. Bush, Gerald Ford, Lyndon Johnson, Harry S. Truman, and James Madison. Obama's family tree also includes Sir Winston Churchill and Civil War General Robert E. Lee.
Thank you all. Thank you.
She's also related to beatnik author Jack Kerouac and the wife of Prince Charles of England. John McCain's ancestry was more difficult to trace, but it's known he's the 6th cousin of First Lady Laura Bush.
You helped our nation celebrate its bicentennial in 1976. She gave me a look that only a mother could give a child. She gave me a look that only a mother could give a child. Only a mother could give a child. Only a mother could give a child. She gave me a look that only a mother could give a child.
Network of interbreeding bloodlines. What I call it, and what they call themselves, the Illuminati, which comes from the illuminated ones, have come through history. And as people began to reject overt, in-your-face dictatorship, they became the people who ran the system. It's all about genetics to these people. They're like horse breeders. Diana basically called herself the Windsor's brood mare, as she was brought into the web merely to be the vehicle to give birth to William. You look at the Bushes and people like that, and they look like you and me. The key element is what happens beyond the realm that we can see. This is what the Illuminati bloodlines really are. They are vehicles for other dimensional entities to manipulate this reality.
As previously stated, the Illuminati run the mainstream media. They flaunt their presence by incorporating their symbols throughout the media. And we can see that through celebrities and entertainers. As Satan worshippers, many of the references associated with them are often satanic. This also includes corporation logos. Let's look at them.
How can life be what you want it to be? You're frozen when your heart's not open. You're so consumed with how much you get. You waste your time with hate and regret. You're broken.